All right, now we are on the back side of practice test 14A. So we're using this as a practice test, and we are going to start with number 10. Okay, what is the perimeter of the rectangle? So for perimeter, we have to add up the sides. So perimeter will equal 6 plus 4 plus 6 plus 4, which would equal 20 feet. All right, and then in number 11, it says, what is the area of the rectangle in problem 10? So we have to look at this rectangle up here and figure out the area. So area is length times width. So we're going to do 6 times 4 equals 24 feet squared, or square feet. Area always has to be in square units. Okay, for number 12, so we are adding here, so I'm just going to circle that sign so we remember to add. So 0 plus 6 is 6, 9 plus 2 is 11, carry the 1, 1 plus 1 plus 9 is 11, carry the 1, 1 plus 2 is 3, and 4 plus 2 is 6. Okay, so then we need to put in our dollar sign and our decimal point. So we count over 1, 2, 1, 2, and that's where we put our decimal point. So the answer is $631.16. All right, so number 13, we're subtracting. So I'm going to circle this subtraction sign so I remember to subtract. All right, here we're subtracting across a lot of zeros. So we have to borrow here. This becomes a 1. This becomes a 9. This becomes a 9. And this becomes a 10. So 10 minus 6 is 4. 9 minus 5 is 4. 9 minus 8 is 1. Okay? And then 1 minus 1 is 0, but we don't have to put the 0 in. So we put our dollar sign and we count over for our decimal place 1, 2. So the answer is $1.44. Okay, here on number 14 we're multiplying, so I'm going to circle that sign so I remember to multiply. 3 times 4 is 12, carry the 1. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 1 is 5. And 4 times 3 is 12. Okay, and I have to remember to put in the dollar sign and my decimal point, 1, 2, and then I put in the decimal point. All right, for number 15, we're going to do 32 times 30, and that can be rewritten as 32 times 3 times 10. And I'm going to put a parentheses around this because I'm going to do this first. So 32 times 3, 2 times 3 is 6, 3 times 3 is 9, and then we're going to multiply everything by 10. Everything by 10, so I'm going to put a 0 at the end because all you do when you multiply by 10 is put a 0. So the answer is 960. Okay, number 16. So we have to do 9 squared minus the square root of 9. So 9 squared means 9 times 9. So 9 times 9 is 81. And then the square root of 9 means what number times itself equals 9. So that would be 3, because 3 times 3 is 9. So 81 minus 3. So 81 minus 3 we have to borrow. And that's 11 minus 3 is 8. And then we bring down the 7, so that's 78. So this is our answer. 9 squared minus the square root of 9 is 78. Okay, the next one, it says we're dividing, so I'm going to rewrite it like this. 461 divided by 6. All right, 6 goes into 46 how many times? So we have to think 6 times what is close to 46, but not bigger than 46. So that would be 7. 7 times 6 is 42. And then we subtract and we get 4. We bring down the 1. So that would be 41. 6 times what is close to 41 but not bigger than 41? That would be 6. So 6 times 6 is 36, and we subtract, we get 5. So the answer there would be 76, remainder 5. Number 18, we're multiplying 3 numbers, but we can group 2 of the numbers together first. So 3 times 7 is 21, so this is the same as 21 times 8. So 21 times 8, 1 times 8 is 8, and 8 times 2 is 16. So 3 times 7 times 8 equals 168. All right, number 19, we're subtracting, so I'm going to rewrite it vertically. 5.16 minus 3.8, and I like to put in a 0 placeholder here, so I'll put that 0 in. 6 minus 0 is 6, and now we have to borrow. This becomes a 4. This becomes an 11. 11 minus 8 is 3. 4 minus 3 is 1, and then we put in our decimal point, and our answer is 1.36, or 1 36/100. All right, last one, it says find the missing factor. So the opposite of multiplication is division, so I am going to divide 96 divided by 6. 6 times what is close to 9 but not bigger than 9? That would be 1. 1 times 6 is 6. I subtract, I get 3, and I have to bring the 6 down. So now we ask ourselves, 6 times what is 36? And that would be 6. 6 times 6 is 36. We subtract, we get 0, so there's no remainder. So that means that S equals 16.